everyone, it's Marissa, and you're listening to the 5th episode of The Idiot's Guide to Imagineering, the hottest podcast of the summer.
Okay, but like literally, it's the end of August, and I'm literally a pool of sweat every time I walk outside. I am not made for this heat, even though I'm from here. It's horrible.
It's disgusting.
Well, you're in luck, actually, because today's Imagineering idea, Marissa and I have come up with a new way to stay cool at the parks. So before we dive in, how about everyone tells us their favorite song of the summer? And it doesn't have to be Disney. I'll start us off. I think I'm definitely in my Barbie era this summer, and my song of the summer is Dance the Night by Dua Lipa.
Yes.
Love that one.
I could not have guessed that in a million years.
A little surprise.
I have been driving around town blasting that soundtrack since I saw the movie last week. I can't stop. So
it's so good.
Support that.
I just picture you in like a little pink Jeep just blasting that. Not you, Marissa. Just blasting that. Marissa around the streets of Orlando, just blasting it around.
I'm jealous. I was hoping it was me. Jenny, what is yours?
Well, mine is probably not from this summer because I have been listening to music from the 60s. I really don't listen to a lot of new music, but no, I'd say if I have to pick something, it'd probably be the Supremes.
Which song?
I love it.
I've been listening to, I don't know, I guess if I have to pick one, it'd probably be like Baby Love.
That's a
good one, right?
You are from another time.
I am definitely.
I know. Jenny's an old soul.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Amanda?
Okay, well, mine's going to be K-pop. And arguably, I think song of the year, truthfully.
It
is
just the summer.
All the seasons.
And no one's probably even heard of it. But anyways, it's ATEEZ, okay? One of my favorite groups, and the song is called Bouncy. And it is so good. And I can do the dance and nobody listening can see it, but everyone recording right now can see it. And it's so good.
I'm going to look this up right now. What is the song?
It's a fun song. It is a fun song.
Bouncy?
I've
heard it.
Bouncy.
I mean, Bouncy sounds like a good song for summer, though.
It does.
It's so good.
All right, I'm on board. I don't know what it is, but I'm on board.
Marissa, what's yours?
All right, well, I'm going to keep this Disney themed. And
I bet it's the same as me.
I had a feeling it's going to be the same thing or something similar. I'm going to go with the best High School Musical movie, HSM 2.
Oh,
agreed.
What time is it?
It's mine. No.
What time is it? Well, I know what yours is, Katie, but what time is it? I'm a teacher, and when I see the clock tick to the last minute and the kids are throwing their papers, and I'm a teacher and I feel the same way even though I'm in my mid-30s, that is summer.
Summer's here. Aww. School's out. Scream and shout.
Katie, I already know yours.
All right. Before I jump into this, though, I do want to add a disclaimer. I need to correct something that came out on the last podcast episode that was grossly incorrect and misrepresented me as a person. Okay, everyone. There was a moment on the podcast where we were discussing the Goofy movie. And as we were talking, I cut off mid-sentence and I said, I love Goofy. I do not love Goofy. I love a Goofy movie, but I can't stand Goofy.
I love Goofy.
This was that important that she had to get this.
Had to have it
You
on
had
the
to
record.
interrupt song of the summer.
I couldn't have all of our listeners think that I was a Goofy fan when my heart belongs to Don Don. I just couldn't do it. But anyways.
Well, I love Goofy and I'm proud of it.
Anyways, back to the song of the summer. I couldn't really think of this and I panicked, but I do have the same wavelength as Marissa. So I'm also feeling High School Musical 2, which is the best of the High School Musicals. But anybody who knows me knows my soul sister is Sharpay. So naturally I had to go with Fabulous.
Well, you'll find out more about why we selected that as our talking point for tonight. But until then, Amanda and Katie, do you have any parks news for us?
Well, I do have some major parks Imagineering news, actually. Ooh. So on Thursday of this week, Imagineering and Tokyo Disney Sea announced 4 brand new attractions coming to their previously announced 8th port, Fantasy Springs. The port will be split into 3 areas, and that's going to be Peter Pan's Neverland, Rapunzel's Forest, and Frozen Kingdom. Like,
okay,
get me to Peter Pan's Neverland right now.
I know.
That's a lot for one land, but
yeah, but actually Neverland is getting not 1 but 2 unique attractions.
oh,
Yes.
Yeah, Disney stated guests can help Tinkerbell deliver packages across Pixie Hollow in Fairy Tinkerbell's busy buggies, and join
Ooh.
Peter Pan and Tinkerbell in a 3D quest to save John from Captain Hook and his pirates in Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure.
Wow.
oh.
Awesome.
Yeah, so a lot of
That's-
stuff happening.
Yeah, that I think what it sounds to me like is there's a ride in the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Shanghai is kind of a 3D pirate. So I wonder if it's going to be similar to that.
Oh,
Very cool.
oh, I don't know, but I'm very excited. And also, if you're hungry, and
Me.
if
Oh, yep.
I was going to say, if you're like us, we're always hungry. You can climb aboard a pirate ship counter service restaurant called Lookout Cookout.
Oh, that's a good little name. It's cute.
I know.
I can't believe they don't already have something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next land, Rapunzel's Forest, will be home to a new attraction called Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. Oh my gosh.
I love
This
this.
Yeah.
this is going to be so beautiful.
Mhm.
Disney describes this as Rapunzel's best day ever as she falls in love with Flynn Rider on a romantic boat ride to an annual lantern festival. And
You know they're going to do that so well.
I know.
Because I'm
Oh.
thinking of like the Beauty and the Beast attraction and how well done it is there. Like this is going to be so stunning.
I'm so
it's just
jealous
going to
they
be
have it.
beautiful.
I know. The conception art looks amazing for this as well. Like it looks visually stunning. So
Mhm.
And the Snuggly Duckling is coming to life as a counter service restaurant. Jealous.
oh my gosh.
Get me there.
And finally, the ever popular Frozen franchise is getting a new attraction and 2 new dining venues. Guests will board a boat and experience an epic and heartwarming tale of 2 sisters that discover only true love can thaw a frozen heart. So to me, that sounds like the original storyline, but expecting something along the lines of Frozen Ever After
Yeah.
at Epcot.
It'll probably be pretty similar.
Yeah, I think so too. But afterward, you can at least grab a meal inside the castle at the Royal Banquet of Arendelle or a snack at Oaken's OK Foods, which sounds pretty
Wow.
okay to me.
Like, I'm waiting for them to do like Elsa's ice cream shop.
Yeah.
You know, like
That'd be cute.
Oh, wait. We don't want to give away ideas for maybe
Oh,
our
wait,
next
that
episode.
could be, yeah.
oh my gosh, am I just dropping ideas as we go? How
Teasers.
thoughtless of me.
You know, that's not the theme of this week, but it actually kind of ties into our plan for this week. So, Marissa?
So now it's time for us to move on to our Imagineering idea of the week.
Oh, nice.
Wow, we got fancy with the
Magical.
soundboard.
Sure did. All right. So each week, our team will assign 2 project managers to plan a new or updated offering for a Disney park or resort, and we present it to everyone for their feedback and collaboration. Our plans will be designed, but keeping in mind that current technology and existing park structures without limitation of budget or construction constraints. Now, we don't have any sponsors, but we will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Coming this summer to Magic Kingdom. Chill out with your favorite Disney pals as they take to the streets for a never-before-seen parade and show experience that will make you freeze in your tracks.
Heat exhaustion? Not anymore. At Club Cool Down, presented by Coca-Cola, you'll be on your feet and dancing, completely forgetting it's the hottest day of your life.
Boogie down to brisk blasting beats that are sure to make you shiver as DJ Frigid pumps up the Disney jams like you've never heard them before.
By the time it's over, you'll be swearing the heat never bothered you anyway. Stay cool out there, and we'll see you in the streets.
Woo! I love it.
You in the street.
You know, when we said we were going to have unhinged ideas, I think this is what we meant. I love it. I'm on board. Let's do it. Tell me more.
Well, ladies and gentlemen and everybody, you're in for a treat tonight as we present to you Club Cool Down, presented by Coca-Cola.
Naturally.
The name is a tie-in to Club Cool at Epcot, and Coca-Cola will be sponsoring our parade. And the inspiration is now the retired Cool to Heat Castle stage show at Tokyo Disneyland, which you should go watch on YouTube if you've never seen it before. Stephen and I are huge fans.
It seemed like Tokyo and the overseas Asian parks had really gotten a good handle on how to cool their guests, and it was time that we brought that to the States. So this summer, we're going to be having EDM party vibes at Magic Kingdom.
There you go.
Now, so this parade experience is only going to be available from May to September. So just the hottest months of the year in Orlando. And the parade is going to happen twice a day during like peak heat hours. So you're thinking like noon, 1 o'clock, and then later in the afternoon, like 3, 4.
Okay.
And in our heads, we almost kind of thought of it as the old Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It dance party, which I think there may be a version of that right now at Magic Kingdom, but we don't typically see those anymore as much.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're envisioning.
This parade is going to happen 2 times a day at Magic Kingdom in peak heat times. So kind of midday, late afternoon. And it's going to start in Town Square and travel up to Main Street and then return back into Town Square. So it's a short parade route, but you can follow it. You know, if you're at the front, you can follow it up to the castle or from the castle back to the front of the park.
So we're envisioning 6 different parade units with 3 brand new massive floats. We are seeing some club vibe outfits. We were picturing the different colors that you might see in this parade. So we're seeing a lot of neon. We said cool tones, kind of like whites, lavenders, mint green. What the kids would say are trendy club goer fits. But we're not as familiar with that.
Is that what the kids say these days?
Apparently.
That's what the kids are telling us.
Also, I was getting such a who's that character in The Incredibles who's the seamstress? When she
Edna
was like
Mode.
Edna, when she was like, the trends for the season, we're seeing a lot of this, we're seeing a lot of that.
Yep, that's me. We're going off the cool kids.
So our opening unit on the ground is going to be a drum line, and they're going to have water on their drums. So when they are beating their drums, they are splashing you, and water is just flying everywhere. And
just like Drumline.
Yeah. And so the kind of inspiration for this is there's an electronic duo called Odessa. I don't know if anyone's familiar with them, but they did they did Coachella back in 2018, and they opened up their DJ set with a drum line, and it was like really cool with all these like laser lights. And so we were like, wouldn't that be an amazing high energy kickoff to our parade if the drum line comes out and they're splashing water everywhere while they're drumming down the street?
Like the Blue Man Group. I love it.
Yeah. Good idea.
It's a very much Blue Man Group vibes,
but with water.
And
less blue.
So, correct. And speaking of water, let's jump into the deep end for our first big float. So we're going to have this giant coral reef come down the street, but it's going to be a coral reef with club vibes. This is going to have disco balls, fog machines, water jets and fountains spraying off of it, and bubbles everywhere. This is a full bubble overload.
Bubble experience.
Wow.
I'm trying to think, I'm trying to guess the character in my head before you say it.
Oh.
Because it's not like it's going to be Nemo and Dory, vibing.
Well, Amanda.
Is it?
Characters from Finding Nemo, Little Mermaid, Elemental, maybe some of the characters you see on this float. It may be, we may get some surprise characters thrown out there. It may not be the same characters every day.
God, but,
wow. So it'll be ocean themed regardless.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that's so
So
cool.
there.
So it can change up. So like maybe I go on Wednesday and I get different characters on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How
So
cool.
we've got three big themes here, and so the first one is kind of a underwater theme, and so that's where we are
All
for
right.
this float.
And then, so going along with our water theme, we're going to have a ground unit, staying within that same realm of water and aquatics. From the water to the beach, we're going to have Minnie, Daisy, and Clarabelle in their in their ready in
Swimsuits.
their swim caps and their swim dresses,
Oh.
with dancers doing a synchronized swimming routine. When I envision this, I think of the great movie ride, may it rest in peace, the Busby Berkeley Footlight Parade scene with
My
the ladies
gosh.
with their arms stretched up in the air doing the synchronized dancing. So Clarabelle, Minnie, and Daisy are just going to be leading the pack.
Now, Clarabelle's used to this kind of treatment, not being on a float, but Daisy and Minnie are going to have some thoughts about not getting to ride.
I
Listen,
know.
once you see the choreography that we have planned for them
Is
by
that
the
is that how you talked
world-renowned
them into it?
hired choreographer
Okay.
that is me, they need
That's true.
the full ground to contain what they're
cover.
about to do.
Cover the
Wow.
land with their dance moves.
So that transitions you from the ocean and the underwater to land, onto the beach. And so now we're taking you to the beach, and we've got a new giant float, and this one is going to be sand dunes and a giant wave, and there's going to be a lifeguard stand on it and more water misting from every direction just to cool the crowd. We just want to make sure people are feeling the water here.
And just to interject, so there will be splash warnings and a lot of signs. So if you don't want to get wet, guests will be aware that this is a cool down experience. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, you're gonna see these water features coming. So you're gonna get out of town if you're not interested in getting wet.
Don't stand in the splash zone if you don't want to get splashed.
Exactly.
Will there be like squirt guns? Are we getting?
Yes.
Yeah.
You wait.
Now you're talking my language.
We're gonna have stilt walkers that are moving around the beach float with water guns, and they're gonna be spraying willing participants. So they'll kind of aim at you and get your okay before they spray you down. Like if Dad's not into it, that's okay. We won't spray
Moving
Dad.
on.
What if Dad's into it?
What t-shirt contest, Daddy?
Oh wow.
Whoa.
It's wild.
I want to jump back to the float because I mentioned there's going to be a lifeguard stand, and on this lifeguard stand is actually the host of the whole parade, and that is DJ Frigid, who is obviously a play off of DJ Khaled, and he is going to actually they're going to look exactly the same. He is actually going to be spinning live beats. So he is actually DJing this event. He's going to be playing the club horns. He's going to be live on the mic, and he's going to be kind of MCing this whole parade, a lot like Move It, Shake It in the past, where they used to have that MC who kind of works the crowd. So major key to DJ Frigid.
Another one.
Yep.
As another float comes in.
So the beach float, is that characters too? Like, will there be Moana?
Marissa?
And
Sure is. So we may be seeing characters from Lilo and Stitch, Moana, Beach Mickey, Goofy, and Donald, because their job is beach.
like Ken. I got it. I got the tie-in.
You haven't seen the Barbie movie, guys? Go see it.
It all comes back to Barbie.
Big fans in this group.
But yeah, so that brings us to our next transitional ground unit, which is going to take us from the beach to something a little bit cooler. And so at that point, Olaf is showing up and performing his in summer routine with a bunch of dancers in his straw hat and summer outfit.
Oh,
yep. And I envision the dancers, very 50s fashion. If you've seen the old Frozen show at the Hyperion in Disneyland, they were dancers in these cute little red skirts and big sunglasses and bows in their hair. So we see them kind of dancing around with him with some, red and white striped umbrellas and just leading us into the cold float. which will be shaped like beautiful ice formations, snow mounds, fake snow.
Wow, I just got cold thinking about it.
I know, right?
No.
And we
when
also
you say
wanted
fake snow, do you mean like the snow like
Snow
coming
machines,
off of
baby.
it? Yes.
Yeah, so we'll have snow,
nice.
but also some type of. It's hard to have real like ice or snow being thrown out because it's literally the sun here in Orlando in the summer, but we do picture some characters making some snowballs and throwing them out to willing participants. Characters obviously from Frozen, but also Frozone from The Incredibles.
It has to be Frozen.
And the abominable, I can't say that.
One more time.
Who?
I don't know. The abominable snowman from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
Will
So
the
why
Yeti from the Everest make an appearance?
Yeah, he's not doing anything over at Everest.
He is actually frozen in his spot.
Oh,
quite
okay,
literally.
perfect. That's why we haven't seen him.
Don't know
He
if
will not be participating.
Hold on, but our favorite character opportunity,
on.
Stephen, you might have to
Well,
introduce this one.
since this club cooldown is sponsored by Coca-Cola, we are going to mix up the character vibe here. And the Coca-Cola bear is making his first Disney appearance wearing a Mickey hat.
Hot dog.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that coming.
Nope.
Okay.
No, neither did we.
It's a character crossover with the Coca-Cola polar bear.
I hope he holds a little Coca-Cola.
Well, of course. Why would he not be? He's got to stay
Also,
cool.
some of the characters should have Coca-Colas.
It's a great idea. And maybe we'll have them in some Coca-Cola gear. Maybe they'll be in Coca-Cola scarves or earmuffs or beach towels to keep it cool.
What if you threw out Coca-Cola shirts?
Well, we have more plans for you. So just when you
sorry.
Just when you thought this parade couldn't get any better, we are throwing in a parade stop. So this is where the party really pops off, and it's going to stop right at the hub, right in front of the castle.
Nice.
And it's only one parade stop because it's very hot, and we don't want the performers to have to do this routine multiple times. And we need kind of an open space to get away from the buildings and the proximity to the buildings to the street on Main Street, because we don't want everything getting soaked. But at this point, we are going to hit you with EDM remixes of all your favorite songs. So there's going to be a remix for each theme. You're going to start off with Under the Sea. Then you're going to move into Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride. And then we're going to finish it off Letting It Go, because the cold never bothered us anyway remix is going to be hitting you to dance in the street with all of these characters.
And obviously, any idea that involves Steven is going to involve a lot of special effects.
Absolutely.
So we will be having CO2 jet blasters blasting fog sky high when the beat drops. We're envisioning performers coming out on the castle stage to shoot off water hoses. So like I said, we will have more splash zone warnings, just launching water everywhere. And this is very similar to some of the stage shows from Tokyo Disneyland.
And we're going to have the beach float stop right dead center, where they're going to bring out beach balls and volley them all over so you can punch them around in the air and
keep them.
We know sports around
yeah, whatever you do, you can set
punch
or hit or
spite.
But wait, there's more.
More?
Unfortunately, with a parade, there can't be a gift shop waiting for you at the very end like it would on an attraction, but we have come up with some free souvenir opportunities. So there's going to be a big white and blue confetti blast at the very end of our party, and then little stress balls that are shaped like ice with Coca-Cola and Disney World logos will blast out of the sky, letting it go all over Main Street as a free souvenir, just like Block Party Bash back in the day.
I was going to say, I still have the stress ball from Block Party Bash.
So these stress balls have been sitting in cold water and have been stored in coolers to give guests an icy treat after all their partying. So
Does it hurt if you get hit with an icy
No,
one?
because they're going to be cold. We did
I was
talk
supposed
about.
to say if it's
Okay.
frozen,
No,
like
we did talk about we can't throw ice at people because that could be a dangerous situation. So they'll just be
Yeah.
very cold and wet.
Oh, how are they getting dropped from the
They're going to
sky?
be launched up.
Launched out.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry. Ah, I love this. Why doesn't this exist now? I'm so hot.
So once the songs have ended and the party is starting to wrap up, the parade is going to party back down Main Street and exit back into Town Square. But behind the parade will be a bunch of cold drink push carts selling water and Coke products, all dressed in Coca-Cola / Disney branded costumes.
well, obviously.
Very cool.
Now another special thing that they won't be selling but will be available throughout the Magic Kingdom at the same time of Club Cool Down is the special Club Cool Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
So
That was the EDM remix of Yours Correct.
it's the Club Cool Down Coca-Cola beverage options coming to you, available at select food and beverage locations throughout the Magic Kingdom and all of Walt Disney World. So
nice
the
tie-in.
first drink option will be the Abominable Snowman lemon snow cones. They're lemon, just in case you thought they weren't. The second option is going to be the Steamboat Chili, which is a black and white cherry slushie. I looked it up and they have fully black and fully white slushies, and it's going to be a black and white swirl like Steamboat Willie.
That's so cool.
Steamboat Chili.
Yeah.
And then there'll also be classic Coke flavor available
When you
too.
said chili, I was thinking like chili pepper, and I was like,
oh no, it's like chili, like cold.
It's too hot for that right now.
And then the last drink option is going to be everyone's favorite drink, Beverly, which is the original. If you know, you know.
Okay.
That is Club Cool Down. So get ready for a summer of fun and partying in the streets of Magic Kingdom.
Wow. I mean, I thought I had seen everything when I went to Vegas this year for EDC, but I've seen nothing. This production level is unmatched.
You just brought Vegas to the Magic Kingdom.
This is EDC Magic Kingdom style.
But better.
You're right.
But it's Disney themed.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's so much fun. I love this. I am shocked we don't have this. And I was watching last weekend just a bunch of YouTube videos on the Asian parks and their like entertainment and everything that they do. And it's just like on another level compared to what we have in the States. And I feel like something like this is so cool and would be such a good like representation. I love it. Yes, make it. Disney listening. But anyways, so this week was my chance to highlight a special Imagineer. And as I delved into my research, I really don't think I could have found a better person to throw a spotlight on. I chose this week Terry Hardin. So when Terry made 145 gingerbread houses with custom boxes for her schoolmates, she knew she had a passion for creativity and art. This love of creativity would lead her to pursue a career in the entertainment industry as an actress, stunt double, as well as costuming. She would eventually puppeteer the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, as well as several other characters in the 1984 classic Ghostbusters. And another really cool fact about Terry, before we jump into more of her Disney career, is she was actually the puppeteer for Baby Sinclair on the Dinosaurs TV show from the 90s. So she literally,
where's the mama?
She literally was the baby.
Gosh, not the mama.
Terry worked for the Jim Henson Company and would eventually make her way to Disney in 1987, and even sculpted a full-size head of Brer Fox for her audition. Terry created the Brer Rabbit figurehead on all the logs at Splash Mountain in Magic Kingdom, as well as Disneyland Tokyo, and she even designed the drop for the Disneyland Tokyo Splash Mountain. We can thank Terry for her involvement in Captain EO, Muppet Vision 3D, both of which have a very special place in my heart, which is why I love her even more. She also helped make the now defunct Body Wars at Epcot, and as well helped design Big Thunder Mountain in Disneyland Paris, just to name a few. Lastly, Terry helped this idiot's second favorite ride, or sometimes first, depending on the day, Tower of Terror come to life.
Fine.
Terry helped the team present the ride to park officials with a photo. They replicated the elevator and seats and had Terry as their star. With her signature hair flying, her arms up, and a huge grin, the team got the approval needed to move forward with arguably one of the greatest rides in the park. Well, I did quite a bit of research, and she's such a cool lady, and she no longer works for Disney full-time, but does still contribute to projects as needed when asked. She does have her own company, Terry Hardin Designs, and she specializes in custom sculptures and art. She's very big on creativity. She's a motivational speaker as well right now, and she also has a really cool career in the fact that she was a judge on the Food Network's Outrageous Pumpkin.
Yes.
And even wrote a book on pumpkin carving. So she's very big on the arts, very big on creativity and sculpting, especially. And obviously, she had a huge hand in a lot of the puppeteering that we see in Disney today. She has a massive filmography, and I could probably do an entire season of our Imagineer Idiots Guide just on her alone and all of her accomplishments. But she's an awesome lady. And one last reason that I love her so much is she's also a super huge fan of Star Wars and was even making her own Yoda cosplay back in the day. But a cool fact was she was on the news for seeing A New Hope over 100 times when it was initially released. And she's actually referenced, that clip is actually referenced in George Lucas's biography that was released. So it all comes full circle.
Fan.
So she is a Disney
It appears
nut,
she's
like
seen
us.
it one more time than you have. So you were so close to that record, Katie.
Fun fact, Steven's a bit of a puppeteer himself.
That is true. I
is.
may have had some experience working at Playhouse Disney live on stage at Disney's Hollywood Studios in the past. But
one thing he knows how to do is how to make a puppet laugh. So
I certainly can.
I think Terry y'all would bond over that together.
I think you're right. Two puppeteers.
Yeah.
Bonding and
hanging out.
Well, now it's your turn to tell us what you think of Club Cool Down. Would you be in the splash zone or hiding indoors instead?
We have gotten some really great feedback on our Instagram for past ideas. And after last week's episode, a lot of you told us that you definitely want to ride Mickey's Mousecapades over and over. But some of you weren't too sure about the name, which I came up with. So, spicy. I'm just kidding. No, we do care and want to get constructive criticism. So we genuinely want to know what you love or what you don't love about our ideas. So make sure to follow us at Idiots Imagineering on Instagram because we want to connect with you.
Also, it can't hurt to give us a follow on Spotify, Apple, or any other platform you're listening on. This way, you can stay updated on our new episodes every Monday. And we always appreciate your reviews on Apple. Next week is Labor Day, so we'll be back on Tuesday instead of our usual Monday drop. And trust me, you are not going to miss this one. We've never done anything like this before. It might be a hotel, maybe not. I don't know. But stay tuned.
We couldn't make this show happen without our charming and lovely team of idiots. Steven, Amanda, Jenny, and Katie. Once again, I'm Marissa, and we will catch you next time on the Idiot's Guide to Imagineering. Remember, if you can dream it,
you can make a podcast about it. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.